Hi, I'm Maddie. You're watching Tone Deaf TV, and I am here with the lovely Ben from Billy Talent.
Hello.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello, every angle.
Welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you've just come back from the UK, is that right? You guys did a tour over there?
Well, yeah. We've been out for 7 months. I think that was, yeah. Yeah, we did the UK, Russia, and the Ukraine, and then came home for Christmas, and then, yeah.
Is it nice to get out of the cold?
Yes, it is a bit chilly at home right now, but, well, as Canadians, you kind of hit this point. There's one day, and it was last week for me, where I was shoveling. And I have a very old neighbor. She's a 95 Lithuanian woman, and I always go over and shovel her walkway for her and stuff like that. And I was just kind of at that point, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done being cold. You know what I mean? I've gone through it for 3 months now. I need some sunshine. So it's nice to be here and have the sun shining and people smiling. And,
I know, It's very, very, very warm.
Well, it's hot in the tent, but when you leave the tent, it's not too bad.
I know, it's nice and windy.
Yeah.
And obviously, you didn't have great weather. I think coming down, there was storms and everyone's stuff got held up.
That was we were one of the lucky ones that had no equipment. So.
You guys lost all your equipment?
Well, it came
delayed.
to us eventually, but yeah, we didn't get it in time for the show. But in the true spirit of rock and roll, Ian, our guitar player, ended up buying a small little shitty guitar from this little shop, and we were driving, and our driver from the hotel to the venue overheard our bass player talking about the type of bass he uses.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, well, I actually have one at my house if you want to borrow it. So then we drove to the guy's house, picked it up, met his wife and kid, came back, and then got on stage and played the show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we made it work.
You hear that, all you people that cancel your shows? That is commitment. That is true commitment to rock and roll.
I mean, everyone's situation is unique and different, but for us, it's like we traveled halfway around planet Earth. Might as well play a goddamn rock show, you know what I mean?
Well, look, we would definitely hope so. Now, you guys have played Soundwave a couple of times. What is it that keeps you coming back to play this festival in this beautiful part of the world?
Well, I mean, the first time I did was 2009, and that was fun. But this year seems to have a whole other magical kind of mysticism that's surrounding it. And I mean, you just look at the quality and the caliber of the bands that are playing. Like, and you know, we've had the chance to play a lot of festivals around planet Earth, and to have this many bands on one bill in one day is absolutely insane. So it was really hard to say no. And we were just here not so long ago doing our own shows in August, September. So we came back, you know, we made a promise that we'd come back, and we're back. So it's great. It's been a lot of fun.
So have you played with anyone on this bill before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots of bands. Yeah.
Heaps of bands?
I can't even, lots of them, yeah.
So who have you caught this year that's really
Well, I'm trying to represent all my Canadian boys. Sum 41, obviously, we played with them. We did some Soundwave shows with them. The Cancer Bats, Fucked Up, Danko Jones, The Gallows, I saw Blink the other night, which was great, and our friend Brooks is playing drums for them, which is cool, and so yeah, it's been thus far been pretty good.
That's a big Canadian contingent.
There are a lot of Canadians, and Wade, who sings in Gallows, used to be the guitar player in Alexis on Fire, which is our best friends in the whole world. So yeah,
the Canadian conspiracy.
It keeps on growing. We're taking over your shores.
Now, I was having a look at your new album, Dead Silence, and I could not help but notice the amazing cover art.
Yes.
Which was done by the wonderful Ken Taylor, who is a Melbourne dude.
Yep.
How did that all come about?
Well, it was actually cool because last time we played the Palace in Melbourne, and I kind of walked around investigating all the posters, and he did a large portion of them. And once you kind of see his work, you understand why it's so attractive and unique. And I to be honest with you, it was referred to us by a friend, just looking at different like poster art for bands that were coming to Australia and had come to Australia. And so then we ended up being quite enamored by his work, and then kind of got into a dialogue with him, and we sent him some lyrics and some. This was way before the record was even close to being completed. Sent him some lyrics, sent him some kind of demos, and the things that he came back with, we were just completely floored by, and we're like, this is the guy. We have to work with him. And we couldn't have been happier with the way it turned out. He's a very talented young man.
Dead Silence was produced by one of your band members. How does that go, producing internally? There
Well-
has to be a bit of self-criticism there.
Well, of
and-
course, yeah. There's always self-criticism, but that's the good part. The Coles notes, the short version of it is that we've been a band together for 20 years this summer, and Ian's been producing kind of all of our earlier stuff when we were growing up, and he co-produced the first and second record, and he is just an amazingly talented songwriter, and he knows when he's writing how he wants it to be captured and sonically how he wants to approach it. So we thought between the band that he was ready and it was the time. And when we were talking about who's going to produce the record, we unanimously were like, you. And he's like, what? And which is a big responsibility. So he accepted it graciously, and it was the best decision that we've ever made. Or one of the best decisions we've made in a long time.
So there's no Mean Girls moments, why did you turn down my guitar? Why did you cut my
yeah,
vocals?
it's all guitar. There's no vocals
You
on
can't
it.
sit with us today.
It's just, no. We're all very open people and have a good line of communication.
So where to from now? Are you guys... Where do you go from Melbourne? After
Melbourne,
Soundwave.
Adelaide, Perth, and then we go back to Canada.
Yep.
And we have a week off, and we're doing our first Canadian tour there in a couple of years, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I saw online that there was general outcry from people going, when are you going to do a Canadian headline tour?
Yeah, we're doing it. So we have a month. We're doing 21 shows across our beautiful, amazing country, and then we go back to Europe and do some shows, and then I think we're going to try to go to South America, and then come back to Europe, and then do the States, and so it's... we're busy till September.
How do you do it? How do you go being away from home for so long and being with the same group of people for so long?
It's what we do. It's just like I don't understand people that can go and crunch numbers all day in front of a computer screen. That makes absolutely no sense to me, you know what I mean? And some people look at us and be like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. It's what you do. It's who you are,
You've got some very, very lovely ink on you, which I'm trying not to...
This is like the...
not to stare at a bit too much.
This is the, white people with black T-shirts and tattoo festival.
It really is.
Yeah. Everyone has anyway.
So will you get any more when you're on tour?
I've gotten a few on tour, but I try to get them mostly at home, where I know the artist, I know the people, I know, you know what I mean? But I have, I got that on the road, this one, and that on the road. So I got lots of stuff.
Which one's your favorite?
I got this one on Warped Tour. I don't know. I think this one because it's my grandmother's name.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I love her. So, yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. All right, well, Ben, thank you so much for taking some time out of your very busy schedule to chat with us today.
It's not that busy, but thank you very much for the time.
And good luck with the rest of the show.
And good luck with the rest of your day, because I'm sure
enjoy
it'll be
your
long.
coffee,
My coffee's done, but thank
amazing
you. I'm going to go get another one. Thank you.